Wide receiver Elijah Moore finished with 2 receptions for 15 yards on 3 targets. But what was encouraging for Elijah Moore is he once again got above that 70% snap share threshold. And this was the third straight game where he's done so. 81% of snaps, even though he finishes wide receiver 78 on the week. And I love Elijah Moore's talent. I've been touting him. He was the 34th overall pick back in 2021 out of Ole Miss. I'm just a big fan of Elijah Moore and his talent level. And I think in the Chicago game, he finished as the wide receiver 23. And in the Minnesota game, he had 6 targets. And then in the Buffalo game, 6 for 60 on 10 targets. So Mike White is willing to target Elijah Moore more than Zach Wilson was. And then we had Chris Streveler trying to throw the ball and run the ball. It just was not going to work in the bad weather. If you like the content and this is helpful to you, make sure you hit that red subscribe button. It really helps the channel. Elijah Moore, I think this is a bounce back game. I don't think he gets into that wide receiver 2 range or anything like that, or even gets into necessarily wide receiver 3 range. But in your deeper leagues, he's a flex consideration. If this game turns into a shootout, Elijah Moore could be one of those options that falls into the end zone. So Elijah Moore is not, once again, someone I'm trying to fit into my lineup, but it wouldn't surprise me if he had a big game against the Seattle Seahawks.